not to every instance. Therefore, the answer will be parents are partly responsible for bad conduct by their children. I hope you have taken that one. That is option E is the answer. Number 2, the principal warned the students to dash from such behavior in the future. I take it again. The principal warned the students to dash from such behavior in the future. Okay, options. Denounce. Option B, desist. Option C, recede. Option D, resist. Option E, retreat. And when you look at it, we have retreat and retreat. The one is retreat. That's because it's a verb. Now, the principal warned the students to dash from such behavior in the future. Now, this has to test what with vocabulary, understanding of vocabulary. You need to understand the meaning of all these ones before you can be able to delve into a particular answer. Yes. So when you know the meaning and the context where you can use it, you can say that when you say that what the principal warned the students to dash, the principal always warned students to desist from bad behavior. Therefore, okay, desist is the answer. You can see it is there. Desist is the answer. Option B is the answer. Let's move further. If you are following, you can see that all these ones are very simple, and I can tell you that you meet them being repeated in many of the examinations. I learned that when you say that a school is standard, they always, when they want to make their question to be standard, what they usually revert to is by getting their question from past questions. I mean, from NECO, from WAEC, from JAM, from UTME. Yes, teacher can set it out of discussion, but some schools, they rely. I'm telling you the truth. Some schools rely in certain questions. Even though I have told you sometime on this program that if you look at many years of UTME or JAM, you call it, you will discover that there are some questions that are being repeated. Yes, there are some questions that are being repeated, and the question will be repeated verbatim. I'm not castigating them because it's part of study. If you treat questions of many years, you will discover that you come across one question in many votes. Even the question, the statement and the option, the same thing. That is why we always say that watch this program honestly. Then you will discover that your examiner will serve it to your hand. That I mean it. Okay, we go further. The plan of the committee seemed dash, but there were still some doubts about its success. I take it again. The plan of the committee seemed dash, but there were still some doubts about its success. Okay. Now, option A, actual. Option B, believable. Option C, considerable. Option D, feasible, F-E-A, feasible. Option E, potential. And when you look at these all those words, all the options, they are what? They are not big vocabulary. They are common vocabularies. On this particular segment, they are all simple or common vocabulary words. Therefore, what they want to test is your understanding of the most. Some are appropriate, but the most appropriate option to fill in the gap is what they want to test. Now, take the question again. The plan of the committee seemed dash, but there were still some doubts about its success. Okay, here, when you are talking about committee and the plan, you can see that what you should look here is not actual, it cannot be believable, it cannot be considerable, it cannot be potential, but it should be feasible, something that can be easily done. Feasible, F-E-A-S-I-B-L-E. That is what should be the answer. Let us move on to the next one. Paul tried to dash me to give some money, but I refused. Paul tried to dash me to give some money, but I refused. Then what should be the appropriate options? Now, please, I'm sorry, I'm not too fast, but let us write faster. Okay, let us write faster. It's very, very important you put them down. Option A, demand. Option B, enforce. Option C, entice. Option D, guide. Option E, persuade. Now, when you look at them, you can see that some of these ones are one way or the other related, but one is the most appropriate. Which one is the one? The one is that, look at the expression. But Paul tried to dash me to give some money, but I refused. Demand, cannot. Okay. Enforce, cannot. Entice is closer, but it's not appropriate. Then guide is not appropriate. Persuade is the answer. Yes. Paul tried to persuade me to give some money, but I refused. That should be the answer. Very simple like that. Now let us move on to the next one. You can see we are doing this one towards to ginger ourselves towards preparation for the exam, or to what, towards knowing how you should prepare and what should you do after the what, after the examination, by laying your hands on your past question of this term, second term. You treat everything. Before you treat everything, even if you don't go to extramural class, you can engage yourself academically. Try from the first subject to the last subject. Try to be reviewing them one after the other. Before you know it, the holiday will be gone, and you will be assigned as somebody reading for examination. That is the logic of education. Now the next one. Okay, the next one. The lady sent a letter. Look at it. The lady sent a letter to her uncle, expressing a dash to him for the money he had sent her. Look at it. The lady sent a letter to her uncle, expressing a dash to him for the money he had sent her. Okay. Option A, gratitude. Option B, obligation. Option C, reciprocation. Option D, respect. Option E, sympathy. You sympathize with something sad. Okay, therefore E cannot be the answer. Yes, expressing a respect, not respect. When you want to do something for somebody who has done you good, sent you money, then what are you going to do is to show gratitude. Therefore, we show gratitude to our TD and all those who made today's production a film. We are going to go on to a shorter break. We want to entertain our young one with a rhyme, and if the rhyme cannot come, we are going to have a short musical. After that one, we are going to meet again in the studio to tell you more. That is, we go on to the second segment. Let us go to the VTR man. Mama D, tell him. Let us go. Thank you very much for being there for us and for doing this beautiful job. Thank you very much. And now we want to look at a particular hero in terms of creativity. When you're talking about creativity, is what your hand can do, then what your brain can communicate onto your hand to make something, to make difference in the lives of people, in your life and the life of the people. How can you gather people? How can you gather people with different experience to make something for the betterment? Not only rely on government for job, but how can you create something that people will benefit from in your presence and after you depart the world? Who is going to guide us today is a hero from Osbc, especially from Osogbo. Duro Ladipo is our guide. Let us join him and see what are the giant strides he made.
The creative person has a special gift. His private vision of the world. Through words, ideas, images, he touches our view of the 20th century.
Ladipo is the founder, director, playwright, composer, and the principal actor of the Duro Ladipo Traveling Theater Company of Osogbo, Nigeria.
I was born of a Christian family. My father was a reverend pastor, and I could just directly say that I was born in the church, you see, because my father was touring around villages, teaching the gospel, and my parents had a lot of trouble in having children. About 13 children were born dead before I was born. That's the reason why I was named Duro. Duro means stay, don't go again. And since I was born, I had it that none of my brothers and sisters ever die again. We are all living now, about 7 of us, and my father is having only one wife, and that's my mother. In fact, I was very interested in music since I was 7 years old, because I was one of the boys directing the choir for my father in the churches. There I was allowed to use my own sense in bringing the choir up. Then I felt of changing from the monotonous tune of the harmonium and the piano, and with this Western music, everything just sounding the same every day, every week when we come to church. I said that there should be drums here so that everybody will just be happy when they are worshiping. In fact, it was quite strange to the pastor in charge of the church. He didn't like it, but I just introduced it abruptly one Sunday, put in drums into the songs, and there was a shock to everybody. From where is this? Companies, most especially theater companies, are not so many in Nigeria. We can say we have about 3 to 4 theater companies we can term to be professionals. I started my theater on a salary basis. I was one of those who started this in Nigeria because I felt people should be tied down to a certain profession. We do everything together, and when we go on tour, I feed them. And at the month end,
Yeah, welcome back. Thank you very much, Chidi. Thank you very much, the engineer Leka Busari and Mama D Oladuni Odesanya. Thank you very much. We are on the last segment, and unfortunately, we don't have much time. Therefore, we will have the opportunity of interacting with us directly in the studio. Then don't forget the last one is we are going to test our understanding of pronunciation, not pronunciation, as we have said it some times ago. Here we want to test our understanding of vowel sound. Then let me give you the first one. Yes, Olatunde is around. That is GB desk, but we are not engaging him. He is much around since I was early in the morning. Today, you are going to choose the word with the same vowel sound with the one underline. I will tell you the one underline. Then I don't get that. It's very, very simple. And the number one is this: M-A-R-R-Y. M-A-R-R-Y. A is underlined. Now I want to use this one as example. If you want to join us, you can join us because we don't have much time. Again, M-A-R-R-Y is the word. Option A, B-A-T-T-E-R. Option B, B-A-R-O-T-E-R. Option C, P-E-R-K. And option D, M-A-R-T-Y-R. Then the number to dial, I believe that some man over there is going to give us, that is Adeola Akande, is going to give us the number. Is 0069 573792. 080. That is if you want to be part of the show. That is, you want to join live. Then if you want to call after the program, you are going to hear the promo after this program, where you are going to tap the number to be used. 08069 573792. Adeola, let us have the number. Yes, option A, number one is M-A-R-R-Y. Option A is the underlined sound. Option A, B-A-T-T-E-R. Option B, B-A-R-T-E-R. Option C, P-E-R-K. Option D, M-A-R-T-Y-R. If you want to be part of the show, when you look at it, M-A-R-R-Y is marry. Then R is the word, is the sound underlined, marry. You pronounce it like that. Then option A, B-A-T-T-E-R. You pronounce it as butter. Then option B, B-A-R-T-E-R, butter. Then option C, P-E-R-K. You pronounce it as peck, long A, peck. Then option D, you pronounce it as matter. Then, therefore, when you look at option A and the one given to you as marry and butter, they have the same vowel sound. Therefore, option A must be the answer. Let us move on to the next one. Before we round it up, we have just only 2 minutes to vacate the studio. Number 2, L-I-T-M-U-S. L-I-T-M-U-S. U is underlined, L-I-T-M-U-S. Option A, P-A-P-E-R. Please, we don't have much time to waste. If you want to join us, you join us on the course of treating the question. Option A, P-A-P-E-R. Option B, D-O-W-N. Option C, R-U-S-T. And option D, B-A-S-H. Now, when you look at the word L-I-T-M-U-S, you pronounce it as litmus. Is the sound. Litmus. And option A, P-A-P-E-R, pepper. Option B, you pronounce it as down. And option C is rust. And option D is bash, sh. And litmus and pepper, you can see that they are the same. Therefore, option A is your answer. Number 3, before we leave the studio, H-U-R-D-L-E. H-U-R-D-L-E is a word. And option A, H-U-R-R-Y. Option B, B-I-R-D. Option C, S-H-O-P. Option D, B-U-N-D-L-E. Now, when you pronounce the word H-U-R-D-L-E, you pronounce it as hurdle, not ordo. Please, hurdle is the word. Long A is the sound we are testing. And we don't have much time again. With the help of God, we are going to meet another time. I want to appreciate those who made today's production a fulfilling one, starting from our director on transmission, Oyedeji. Thank you very much. Leka Busari, that is engineer Leka Busari. Thank you very much, my VTR man. Oladuni Odesami Mamadi. Thank you very much. God bless you. Really good. Adeola, my own personal person. Adeola Akande. Thank you very much. Akande. Oluwabimga Olatude, my personal man, the man who has a desk at Osbc. Maiwa Adedokun is the cameraman. Thank you very much. The executive producer is Lasun Oyebayo. Producer is Imran Awodeji. I'm at DBC Abdul Aderoti. Be saying bye for now.